the recommendations that we're proposing to you today, they offer great value for Safe Water Network and residents of Ghana, but that value can't be fully realized unless the incentives are aligned properly. We need the agents of the organization to be motivated to achieve the goals of Safe Water Network. So, what are those goals? Well, Safe Water Network wants to provide clean water to as many residents as possible. We want to do it in a financially sustainable manner, and eventually we want to transition that ownership over to the residents. Current incentive structure doesn't necessarily facilitate that handoff and the achievement of those goals. By utilizing Water Health Ghana, who provides a very valuable service, in many cases we're paying them a flat fee, which really stunts their incentive to do more, provide more, get clean water in the hands of more Ghana residents. And without getting water in the hands of more residents, we're not making enough money. So it really puts a strain on our financial model in order to make this sustainable in the future. And finally, Water Health Ghana is providing a service that is a revenue stream for them. And the faster that they are out, the faster that they lose their revenue stream. So that, we're not saying that they want to remain there indefinitely, but it doesn't accelerate the adoption of full transition to the communities. So, how do we fix this? Well, what we did, we looked at history. We found in 1970, Chinese agriculture, the state took 100% of the crops. Farmers had no incentive to produce more because everything was gone to the state at the low market value. In the early 1980s, the new emperor came in town and said that you get to sell 40% of your crops at fair market value. So what happened? The productivity of the farmers skyrocketed. The hunger issues in China were solved, and now they had a surplus of food. So we want to leverage that same model into this the environment in Ghana. It's not quite the same as China, but there are many similarities we can draw upon. So what we want to do is that 60% that the Chinese state was taking, we want 100% of the revenue for the first 120,000 liters sold at each kiosk to go right back to the main site. That covers their operating costs and allows them to be a healthy supplier of water to each of the franchises. And then beyond that 120,000 liter, each incremental unit generates 50 cents or 50% of incremental revenue for the franchisee and for the operator. So both have an incentive to do more, produce more, and to keep the supply lines flowing. So here's an organizational chart. This is what it looks like. It's not inherently different from what it's currently structured as. The one thing I do want to point out, though, is the community board of directors. We see this as our mechanism for controlling some of the risks that you have in full transition of ownership to the community. We want the social forces to keep prices in check, to make it affordable, to make sure things are constantly operating and running. But the only key difference between this and your current organizational chart are the actors. It's no longer a third party, someone outside the network of Safe Water Network and the residents of Ghana, but these are residents of Ghana, residents of the communities that we're striving to serve, and that facilitates transition sooner and more effectively. And as you can see, cash flows start at the kiosks. That's where the points of sale are. Here are our retailers. The main site is our supplier. And then the community board of directors serves as that overarching entity where any surplus profit can be used for other initiatives. So real quickly, I just want to walk through how are these franchises started, who are they, where are they, and how do we get them off the ground. So first, let's talk about where. We want them in densely populated areas so we can take advantage of the accessibility. And we're also pairing them with existing kiosks. We want this to be an additional product to kiosks that are already in place. So the kiosk owners we're leveraging that entrepreneurial infrastructure that's already in place in these communities. Second is who. Evidence shows that women are the individuals who run these kiosks. Women are the individuals who are vested in the interest of clean water, and they are also those who they help solve some of the power struggles some of the risks that we had identified when having certain individuals run these kiosks. So we think it's vitally important that we identify the right entrepreneurial women in the right location. And it's also critically important that we train them. We have this incubation period. So we're not just adding this new product to their existing business model and saying good luck. We want to walk through beginning stages with them, help them understand how they can market, build awareness, build accessibility to really drive volume. So with that, I'm going to hand off to Danny to talk about the viability.
All right, thank you, Pat. So now we've seen a model that basically optimizes costs, maximizes demand, and then provides the right incentives for everyone who is within the system to do their best. Now let's see if this actually works. So we took we made a financial model based on data that we got from the case and basing everything on economies of scale. And we see that for the Gemini site, I'm going to walk you really